Hi boys and girls, we are going to make a birthday cake and I'm going to show you all the steps so that we can make it look like it's three-dimensional, so it's not flat, it's rounded, and also how to look like there is a piece of cake cut out of it. So what you're going to need is a piece of paper and a pencil, and then you can do all of the coloring with markers or crayons, and I can show you how to make your markers look like paint. So first we're going to draw in pencil. I'm going to use a marker so you guys can see what I'm doing, but you should start with pencil so you can erase. And I'm going to start with an oval at the top of my page. The squished oval, small squished oval shape like this. I'm going to draw two lines on the sides of that oval. One, two, like that. And then I'm going to connect the bottom kind of like with a little rounded shape. So now I have a top of my cake. For the bottom of my cake, I'm going to go lower and outside my cake. So I'm going to go down here and I'm going to make a dot, and same thing over here. So it's two dots outside of my cake and lower than it. I'm going to use a curved arch line to connect those together, almost like a smile. And then we're going to connect back to our first layer of cake with these two curvy lines. So this is the top of the next layer. I'm going to draw a straight line down here, and now if you wanted to, you could keep making more layers to your cake. I'm just going to make a two-layer cake, two-tier cake, not 3 or 4, but if you wanted to keep adding, you just have to keep doing the same thing that I showed you over and over until your cake has many layers as you want. Okay, we're going to make it look like our cake is sitting on a plate, so I'm just going to make a loop around the cake like this. That will be our plate. And now we're going to make it look like there's a piece cut out of here. This is definitely why you need to use pencil. Again, I'm not using pencil, but first I'm going to start by making a dot inside this layer of the cake. Now I need to use a straight edge. A straight edge could be a ruler, or if you don't have a ruler handy, I can use the edge of something that's straight, like in this marker pack. And then I'm going to make a triangle so that it looks like our piece was cut out of our cake. So now I have a triangle in my piece of cake, or in my big cake, and now I'm going to go from this edge of the triangle to down with my straight edge to the bottom of the cake. I'm going to go right here, and I'm going to draw a straight line down to the bottom of the cake again. So I'm going to use my straight edge, just like that. Okay, now this point, we want it to end inside the cake here, not all the way at the bottom, because if we cut out a whole piece, it would be back this way a little bit more. So I'm going to make a dot right there inside my cake. Then I'm going to make another triangle that connects. So what I mean by a triangle that connects is this edge is going to connect back to my dot over here. This edge is going to also connect to my dot over here. And now all we have to do is connect those two dots with a straight line. Ooh, now we have kind of like an optical illusion. So what you would do in your picture is erase this line right here, but since I did not use pencil, I can't erase it. So you want to erase that. So it looks like we just cut a piece out of our cake. Inside here, we could make some lines. So I'm going to use my straight edge, and I want my lines on this side of the cake to go on a diagonal this way. So I'm just going to draw a couple, so that way now it looks like there's some frosting in between those pieces of cake there. And then if it's on this side, it's going to be in the same diagonal line that we already have here. So I'm going to line it up. Now it really looks like a nice piece of cake. And then you can decorate your cake however you want. So we could put bumps on the edge of our cake, maybe up here. Like that. I could put words. I could put a candle. If I want to put a candle, I'm going to make a curve shape, a small curve shape right in there. Two straight lines coming from that curve shape. Another curve like that. But we're going to turn that into a oval. And then we got to make the line for the wick and the little flame for the candle. And I'll show you how to do coloring with that in just a second. So you could put more than one candle there. You could put decorations on the side of your cake. However you want this to be, you can also decorate your plate and your background. When you're coloring, the first thing you want to do is take this drawing when you're finished and trace it with either a permanent black marker or a black crayon. So trace the whole picture. Now I did mine in permanent marker, so I'm going to leave it. Then we are going to use washable markers to color our picture, but we're not going to color the whole thing in. I am going to outline, I think I want to use blue frosting on this layer of the cake, the inside of my cake. So this part's going to be all blue frosting. I'm just outlining it right now. Ooh, and I think the blue frosting is going to end, but it's going to look drippy like this on my cake. And I'll show you why we're only doing outlines in just a second. And then underneath the blue is going to just be, maybe like a yellow color. Same thing over here. And then I'll do the inside of the cake, whatever flavor I want my cake to be. I'm going to add yellow up here too so that the cake looks like it matches. Maybe on top of that will be purple for the last decoration color. And then I can keep coloring the candle and the bumps inside of this cake. So I probably would make those a different color. Actually, I might leave those white, those bumps. And then maybe my candle is going to be green. Nice colorful art cake over here. And my flame part's going to be yellow, but I'm just going to color that in. And we will do one more thing with that in the outside in just a second. So I forgot to do the inside of my cake. Let's make it a chocolate cake. So I'm going to outline the layers of cake with brown because that's the chocolate part. I'm going to leave the middle white because maybe I want it to be. So if I was going to finish and I don't want to waste all of your time by watching this video, I would just continue to color in my picture with my markers. Whatever parts I wanted to be, like I'll color this in blue, color this in yellow. I just outlined it so you guys could see. I just wanted to show you one more thing to make it look like this candle is really nice and lit up. So I'm going to take an orange crayon and I'm going to make a circle halo shape around my yellow part of the candle, and I'm going to color it. And then I'm going to take a yellow, which might be harder for you to see when I'm doing this, and I'm going to make another loop around the orange. So now it kind of looks like that candle is lit. So after you're done drawing your cake, you can color this however you want with crayons or with markers. I used crayons for this part. I started with markers here, but you need to finish by coloring it all in. So I could just outline with marker maybe, and now I could take my crayons and color inside of those marker areas if I wanted to. Just like so. Or I could keep working with my markers. I just wanted to be able to show you guys how to do this quickly, and then you can do the coloring part on your own. So you could make this cake as a celebration for somebody if you wanted to, or just as a picture of a cake. That is up to you. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with for your cake pictures. So when you are done drawing them, please send me them in a dojo message or through email. Either one would be wonderful. You are all doing a great job. I miss you, and I hope you get to start enjoying some of the nice weather that we have coming up. Bye, boys and girls.